Hello and welcome. I'm Anne Van Maloney, Director of Northeastern's Nanomedicine Programs. Today, I'd like to introduce you to our Professional Masters in Nanomedicine program. Here at Northeastern University, our students acquire the knowledge and skills needed for tomorrow's career as innovators and leaders in nanomedicine. Nanomedicine is the use of nanotechnology to prevent, diagnose, treat, or monitor disease. In fact, you've probably seen a lot of examples of nanomedicines in the news these past few years, perhaps even without realizing they were nanomedicines. For example, have you taken a COVID-19 or flu test that generates a red line? This red line is made of gold nanoparticles. The Pfizer and Moderna COVID-19 vaccines are another great example of nanomedicine. They use lipid nanoparticles to encapsulate RNA sequences that activate our immune system. There's also a lot of interest in developing new materials to carry new types of drugs, as well as reformulating existing drugs to be safer and more effective. Whether you're interested in nanotherapeutics, nanodiagnostics, or other nanoscale technologies that make today's medicine possible, we have an exciting set of courses ready just for you. At Northeastern, students learn about nanomedicine in a dynamic and diverse environment that brings together world-class scientists, engineers, and clinicians. Students gain scientific and professional skills needed to enter industry, take on a graduate degree, or even commercialize their ideas from bench to bedside. We teach students how to solve high-impact biomedical and healthcare challenges through a combination of classroom learning and signature hands-on experiences. Our Nanomedicine Master's Program is an industry-aligned degree that offers a highly competitive advantage for those seeking high-demand careers in a variety of industries. Whether you choose to join us in Boston or online, you can customize your degree by selecting from one of our immersive concentrations or by designing your own curriculum from over 45 electives spanning nanomedicine, biotechnology, pharmaceutical sciences, biomedical engineering, AI, and more. As a master's student, you'll also have the opportunity to get real work experience before you graduate by participating in our co-op program. Together, these one-of-a-kind features allow you to align your degree with your chosen career path. Each of our concentrations includes a signature project to personalize the learning experience. In our nanoformulation concentration, students conduct research and data analysis, culminating in a laboratory project where students design and synthesize lipid nanoparticles using the same microfluidic technologies used to produce Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine. In our RNA therapeutics concentration, students analyze preclinical and clinical case studies to design IND-ready nanoparticles for RNA repair and delivery. In our translation and commercialization concentration, students collaborate to develop a virtual startup company under the mentorship of biotechnology industry leaders. In our vaccine development concentration, students explore what vaccines are, how they work, and how nanoparticles can be used to optimize vaccine delivery. Our faculty are experts in multimodal teaching and learning. We continuously improve our courses to incorporate the latest advances in nanomedicine research, AI learning tools, and teaching technologies. All of our courses include narrated, self-paced online lectures and activities to introduce each week's topic. Each online lecture is then paired with an interactive classroom discussions, case studies, and networking opportunities. Our assignments are designed with an iterative feedback model so that students can revise their work under the mentorship of faculty, clinicians, industry leaders, and other nanomedicine experts. This classroom learning is then applied through signature collaborative projects that challenge our students to solve global problems. Together, these activities ensure that every graduate is prepared for success in their chosen career path. To give you a little insight on what some of our courses look like, let's take a look at a few examples. In our Foundations in Nanotherapeutics course, for example, students blog each week about a disease that excites them. They're researching and applying concepts that they learn in class to solving problems in their disease of interest. Students then share and discuss their findings with blogging buddies. This gives students the opportunity to customize what they're learning, while at the same time exposing them to new knowledge beyond what's taught in the classroom. Our Foundations in Nanodiagnostics course is a great example of a course where students work as teams to iteratively design a real-world solution. In the project shown here, we asked students to design a diagnostic test. Our instructors provided weekly feedback on each aspect of the design so that the final product is a highly realistic design that solves a real medical need. This particular team chose to design a non-invasive test that captures and amplifies a microRNA to determine a patient's risk for cancer metastasis. Our Nano and Biomedical Commercialization course offers students the opportunity to create a virtual startup company with weekly feedback from industry mentors. In fact, the business proposals developed in this course have resulted in the creation of 7 real companies, one of which raised over $45 million before selling its IP, and another one which has already conducted clinical trials of its medical technologies. Our Research Techniques course introduces students to everything they need to know to formulate nanoparticle drugs. Here you can see examples of the many techniques we cover, including nanoparticle synthesis, surface modification, characterization, in vitro assays, and animal studies. We focus a lot of our efforts on teaching instrumentation with a large learning curve, such as confocal microscopy and MRI, so that our students are empowered to take these tools and bring them back for their own research. This is a video of the interactive learning platform we've built for our Nanomedicine Research Techniques course. Here, we've curated a variety of different multimedia in an online interface that lets our students learn about nanomedicine theory, instrumentation, protocols, and data analysis. In our first module, we teach about gold nanoparticle synthesis. Students start the module with a narrated lecture, which is followed by more detailed information about how gold nanoparticles are made, the theory behind how this works, and the ways we can make nanoparticles of different sizes, and how we can verify what we have produced. We also provide a video for our students so that they can preview what they'll be seeing in the laboratory. Students then check their knowledge using an interactive question and answer scenario, as we show here. Before going into the lab, students then explore an interactive protocol that describes the reagents, the solutions, followed by a highly detailed protocol that contains lots of tips, tricks, and advice, both for troubleshooting and protocol modification. The goal of this course is to provide students with the confidence and the knowledge needed to bring these tools and protocols into their own research. For the homework assignment, students analyze real data generated in the lab. In many cases, this data is not perfect because we want students to develop strategies to understand when things can go wrong and what can be done to improve the data collection. For our on-ground students, the Nanomedicine Research Techniques course is paired with a hands-on experiential capstone course where students use what they've learned to then design, test, and optimize their own custom lipid nanoparticle formulations. Here you can see some of the research posters our students' teams recently presented at Northeastern's annual Research Innovation and Scholarship Expo. Since 2005, we've also brought in over 200 different guest speakers, including experts from academia, hospitals, government, and industry. Students in our master's program attend twice-monthly science and innovation seminars throughout their time at Northeastern. This allows them to learn more about the breadth and depth of nanomedicine research, as well as build the networking connections that they need for their co-op and job searches. We also offer a large number of research courses tailored to all different levels of research experience. So whether you're new to research or you're looking to expand your research skills, you'll have multiple choices to advance your laboratory confidence and expertise. We even have several lab courses that are open to online students, such as our new Experiential AI Capstone course, where you can learn to increase your research efficiency by integrating AI into every step of the research pipeline, starting with niche discovery all the way to manuscript preparation. Our Experiential AI Capstone course is one of 2 courses in the nanomedicine curriculum, which together ensure that every student graduates with the AI literacy skills that industry is looking for. But in fact, opportunities to learn and practice AI are embedded throughout our entire curriculum. And for students wanting even more AI experience, we also offer several electives that teach specialized applications, such as the use of AI for target discovery, drug discovery, and clinical trial design. We believe that learning through experience is essential for preparing students to transform ideas into impact. Known as experiential learning, this is a hallmark of the nanomedicine program. In fact, every one of our recent alumni found a job within a few months of graduation. And this is because our students can gain up to 8 months of industry experience before they graduate. To make this possible, each of our students is provided with a professional preparation course and a dedicated co-op coordinator to provide advice and guidance throughout the co-op process. We encourage all our students to start searching Northeastern's co-op database early in their studies in order to help them identify what skills they want to develop and use this information to help them plan their second year of coursework. Our full-time master's curriculum can be completed in as little as 2 years for a total of 34 semester hours of coursework. The core courses in year 1 are designed to build a strong foundation in nanomedicine research, innovation, and entrepreneurship. In year 2, students specialize their coursework by picking the concentration and the electives that best align with their career interests. The coursework is then paired with one or more experiential learning options. Students who choose to do a co-op will typically extend their degree by 6 months by taking a break from their studies to go on co-op during their 3rd or 4th semester. Students who choose not to go on co-op can select from several experiential learning course options. For students who are already working in industry, we do offer a self-developed co-op option that can be completed in their current job. This master's degree may also be completed as a part-time program, either on ground or online. This part-time option is particularly popular with our domestic students who typically choose to work full-time and then attend a smaller number of classes, but attend them year-round to still finish their degree in 2 or 3 years. The courses offered in our concentrations have been specifically curated to meet industry workforce needs. Our nanoformulation research concentration offers multiple opportunities for hands-on research and is ideal for students interested in R&D careers. Our RNA therapeutics concentration prepares students for innovation and problem solving across all steps of the translation pipeline. Our translation and commercialization concentration is for students who want to explore what it takes to commercialize technologies from the lab to the bedside. And finally, our vaccine development concentration draws on the unique vaccine development ecosystem that we have here in Boston to give our students practical experience in designing and translating vaccines. But you can also design your own combination of second-year courses with our electives option. For example, this year we have several students who are interested in the commercialization of vaccines, so they're combining courses from our commercialization concentration and the vaccine development concentration. If you're not sure whether you're ready to commit to a master's program, you might also consider starting with our certificate program instead. The certificate is available in both Boston and online, but since it's considered a part-time program, it is not F1 visa eligible. But the good news is that course credits earned toward the certificate can be transferred directly into our master's program, which allows you to try out our courses first without committing to the cost and time of a master's degree. Students in our certificate program can mix and match from any of our nanomedicine courses, including our core courses, second-year courses, and electives. The tuition cost per semester hour is the same as that for the master's degree. Having taught nanomedicine courses for over 20 years, we've collected a large amount of data about our alumni. In fact, even before we had a formal master's degree program, over half the students who attended our courses went into nanomedicine careers around the world. The list of companies you see here are places where our students have landed co-ops or jobs just in the past 3 years. It includes a good mix of large companies, startups, and research labs. Many of these companies also advertise in our co-op database, which offers a great way for our students to gain hands-on industry experience while trying out a potential long-term employer. Our program opens doors to a huge range of potential career paths, just a few of which are highlighted here. We see that nearly half of our alumni continue to industry careers, 1/3 pursue research-based careers, and an additional 1/3 go on to pursue an advanced degree. One thing that really sets our program apart is that we build professional development opportunities into everything that we teach. So we don't only teach students the knowledge that they need for an industry career, but we also teach the professional skills needed for success in a dynamic and diverse professional environment. Here you can see examples of where our alumni work, what they do, and the types of skills that they have. Since 2020, we've seen a significant rise in nanomedicine research and development investment for both large companies and startups. Many of these companies are looking to create new drug delivery platforms for treating a range of diseases. This exponential rise in nanomedicine innovation has resulted in high demand and competitive salaries for nanomedicine occupations, especially in the New England area. Employment in nanomedicine occupations is expected to grow annually by another 10.6% a year in Boston alone. You are not required to have a nanomedicine background to participate in this program. Students most suited for this program typically have a STEM degree in fields such as biological sciences, biomedical sciences, biomedical engineering, drug delivery, engineering, nanotechnology, and so on. We do find that many of our applicants have some type of connection to nanomedicine, either having studied nanomedicine in one of their undergraduate courses or having performed nanomedicine research in a lab setting. But again, this is not required. There are several important considerations for international applicants. This program is F1 visa compliant. International students are eligible for CPT with a STEM OPT 2-year extension after the degree is completed. Applicants must provide evidence of their English language proficiency if their undergraduate degree was not taught in English. This master's program does not offer any scholarships, TA positions, or research assistantships. Students with financial hardship are encouraged to seek out a loan, apply for Northeastern's tuition payment plan, or work part-time during their studies. International students seeking a co-op in the U.S. are encouraged to apply directly to the Boston-based program in order to fulfill U.S. visa requirements. I hope that we've convinced you that we have a very exciting and dynamic program at the forefront of nanomedicine. But don't take our word for it. Here are the testimonials of just a few students who have gone through our programs. We accept applications year-round for entry into our fall and spring semesters. Students can learn and explore from a Boston campus or earn their degree from anywhere in the world with our online program. Our full-time Boston-based master's program does meet F1 visa requirements and allows students to work both on campus and complete a full-time co-op. To apply, students are required to submit an online application, application fee, informal transcripts, personal statement, resume, and 2 letters of recommendation. Students are only required to submit formal transcripts once you're admitted into the program. Students can waive the English proficiency requirement if their undergraduate degree was taught in English. Otherwise, we'll ask you to submit official exam scores. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly at nanomedicine@northeastern.edu. Thanks for your attention.